So I got a new camera.
Not to be confused with this camera.
We're in Southeast Dago, one of the most unlikely places for artists to come up. Some notable people from this neighborhood are Tom Waits and John Baldessari, adjacently. But I'm not gonna sit here and talk about white dudes who grew up in this black neighborhood. I'm gonna use this time to highlight my friend Bilal. Like a brother to me, we both grew up here in this neighborhood. One of the most seemingly forgotten parts of San Diego, one that the city doesn't take too much pride in. But it's home to me. It's the paint chipping on these old and mismatched fences, this particular gate slumped over for over 5 years, this dystopian-looking backboard. I believe that art and perspective are deeply tied to what you have access to and your upbringing. So when you grow up in a low-income community like this, I often wonder how hard is it for art to thrive when the world seems stacked against you. To me, Bilal is someone who has always explored himself creatively across multiple mediums.
Ugly as hell, bro.
I met him skateboarding at the skate park when we were kids. As we entered college, I pursued cinematography and eventually writing and directing, while I watched him pursue art, acting, singing, writing, and all these other things. Without him taking that acting class, I'm unsure if I would even be the director I am today.
Yeah, that's right, man. I like to f***ing read.
So today we're raising money, selling books with Lang Books, Kaidan Pascua, and Burn All Books. They're basically selling books. I'm selling my own. We're just raising money to send to families in LA who have been affected by the fires. We have a lot of friends and family who are suffering due to the fires. You know, in the position that we're in, we just want to do what we can, basically. My name is Bilal Bikile. I am the owner and curator of Deixis Gallery here in San Diego, California. We're in my gallery right now with the homies. The funnest thing about running this space is hugging the block with the homies.
I think luck and timing are like intertwined in an interesting way, where it's like the luck that you need won't come to you until you're ready for it, almost. So it's like
Crazy.
yeah. So it's like the fact that I was able to get a space like, you know, in a prime location like North Park in San Diego is like, one, that's already crazy, but then knowing that if I had this opportunity at any other time in my life, I probably would have fumbled it in some way.
I love and hate that, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It has like nothing to do with me almost. Yeah, so it's like, it's the hood, for real. The roughest households, like, you know, you're dealing with kids getting arrested every day, like, you know, a lot of kids I know that I went to school there with, like, are in prison now. It's just, there was, even like the years prior, it's like a whole problem of like gang members coming there just to pick fights, you know what I'm saying? So.
And that was just the gang shit.
Exactly. During that time period, you know, I went to a different high school as well, because I tried going to Morris, you know, the main high school in our area, but it's like niggas trying to fight me every day for no reason, and like pretty much all my close friends who were all skaters either got expelled, other ones just moved away. So it's like I was just like super antisocial, didn't know how to talk to anybody who didn't skate, and I think like I just knew I didn't enjoy that. Like I didn't enjoy that environment where it's like nobody's on the same page as me, because all I thought was skating. Like, that's it.
I think it's really interesting that, like, even at the age of 14, you intuitively knew the space you wanted to be in.
Yeah.
And I agree with you that it's not Morse. It's not the hood.
Exactly. Yeah. On the night of our opening on January 4th, me and my homie Fahad are in here pretty much cleaning up, just getting everything ready. And one of the homies, Euro, is walking into the space
outside, the door's closed, and there's some white people walking by who look in at us and say, look at these fucking Nepo babies. And my homie Euro, who is also from the gutter just like me, just stops and looks at them like, did I just hear them right? Like, what? And he walks in and tells us, and I was just taken aback. I couldn't even believe it, because like, bro, this is just hard work, honestly. Like, we've been at this for a minute, like, and it's funny to think people could just assume, but it's even funnier to know it's like coming from some white people, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I almost take it as a compliment, because it's like, we must be doing something.
To this day, I don't really know what drew me to make the decision to go to like University City up in like La Jolla for high school. Like, I didn't even ask my parents. Like, I just went online and enrolled myself.
Wow. My perception of you doing that is your personality started to become more artistic and expressive. And that's not some shit that people in our hood are used to. Like, you dressing differently, you know what I'm saying? Because you were wearing like fitted caps, Spitfire shirts, whatever, you know? And then
Crazy, you're right.
a few months later, you're wearing like denim button-ups, white pants, while skating.
That's facts.
You know, I supported it, obviously, but I remember there was like, you know, the other side of the spectrum, people were like, what the fuck does he think he's doing? You know what I mean? I'm just like,
I think a lot of the ability for me to push through that was just like, I guess my contrarian like nature. You know, somebody tells me I can't do, I mean, it's also a skater thing. It's like, if somebody tells you you're not supposed to be doing some shit, you're gonna wanna do it even more, you know, so.
yeah, and it's funny that skaters also do that to people.
To each other,
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Deixis, in definition, represents words like here or there, or words that don't have a definition until you ascribe it to it. And it centers around this idea where different things can make sense within it. So we try and open doors to all types of people, because it builds bridges, you know, as cliche as it sounds, it builds bridges between people who see the world differently, and it helps them have a platform to understand one another. And that's what community is to me for the most part.
It's everything, man. That's really it. I don't know. I feel like my whole life I owe it to like 10 people. Like my whole job, anything that I do, I like learn because of like all or Cyril or you. It blossomed into a career. Like I wouldn't have a job otherwise.
I think it's symbiotic, because I feel like I'm also learning from what you guys are doing. Yo, there's a fly. But yeah, if it weren't for these two dudes, I don't know what I'd be doing. So shout out.
Yeah, for real. Shout out to PH Park, man.
Shout out PH.
So like when I met Kaidan, he was at SCPA, and he was like doing the whole high school creative arts thing. And even though we grew up in the same place, he just like came to things with a different perspective on what he could do with his talent and like the things that he was learning. So seeing him, he's younger than us, but it's like I always look up to him, you know? Like he always kind of saw things ahead in a different way. So
It's very special to like be able to pierce through the noise in that way, in my opinion. I wish I had that earlier, but it's just like, I was thrown out the park by a bunch of fucking dudes hating on each other type shit, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. The craziest like arc is like coming from the stressfulness of Southeast to becoming the first East African gallery owner in San Diego.
From Southeast.
From Southeast, yeah.
I think most of it is probably just like a result of like the generation that we're in, like in America at least, because you know, say it's like an Italian director who's huge. It's like, you know, their family came here at a specific time, and then like they were the following generation, and they were able to do things that nobody else did. It's especially interesting for us because it's like, you know, we're like people of color, you know, so there has definitely been that barrier for us, and I think it means so much more to know like that, you know, you're one of the first like Filipino directors coming out of Southeast, and then like I'm doing this gallery thing as an East African, like, you know, Muslim. It's especially like powerful because we kind of did this shit together, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's a bunch of different people, but we're all on the same level, just like leveling up alongside each other and like helping along the way, and I think that's what makes it super exciting for me, I think.
That's nice, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like what I wanted to say was that how much I appreciate this guy.
Likewise,
for
bro.
being like this thing that like I don't know other people know that they can do. You know?
That's crazy, bro.
I would love to own like a gallery space, but shit, that's you.
Bless, bro. But see, even with that, every time I hear somebody say that, it's like my first reaction is, nah, bro, this is us.
Yeah,
Because it's like,
that's
no,
facts.
I understand, like I appreciate that, but it's like I owe it to y'all just as much as like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, so it's not even. It's I think it's just maybe it's my personality or something where it just works better for cultivating that type of space. You know what I'm saying? But like the usage is all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's what I'm hyped about the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, dude, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
We both come from immigrant families, and I think immigrants in America, like, they've had to band together, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel like that's our parents' generation, and for some reason, like, it's still, like, what they taught us is super woven into what we do, no matter if it's this or that, you know?
100%,
It's, like, kind of random but beautiful, you know?
Yeah. Random and beautiful. Hell yeah. Yep.
Hell yeah.
That's it.